I have a background working in the California legislature. So I've had roles in the Assembly and also the Senate, where I also got to work on some legislation. So I really saw the inner workings of taking a policy idea, putting it on paper, and making it a solution. I've started my candidacy, the main tenet that we've been working towards, engaging community leaders, folks who run nonprofits, and hearing from them what they've been silenced on for years and years, and what they could benefit from. And a lot of times it's just a little extra funding. So I work in environmental advocacy, and a piece of that is urban greening. And you can clearly see just driving down Florin Boulevard where the funding stops. You don't have beautiful tree canopies. You don't have thoughtful parks integrated within the infrastructure that already exists. At some places, you barely have 2 cinder blocks and a piece of wood that qualifies as a bus stop. And I'd really like to see meaningful planning when it comes to our communities. It's clear the ones that are left out, and I want to restore some of that. Give funding, pour the resources into the community that's asking and pleading for it. You know, we're the city of trees, we're farm to fork capital, but that's not true for everybody, particularly those in South Sac. Disparities just turning the corner, and I think that we really need to address some of the issues that are legacy issues we have nothing to do with, but we have all the responsibility to combat. It's obvious there are areas in Sacramento that have been well funded for decades, and it's obvious there are areas that are just struggling. And I think that it's a miscarriage of justice for us not to examine those areas, figure out what we can do better to make the pocket look like the rest of South Sac, and the rest of South Sac look like the pocket area that's so well thought out and beautiful. You feel relaxed from the minute you get there. And that's the kind of atmosphere I want to bring to the rest of South Sacramento. With me, they get someone who is community focused, who wants to see community members have a voice in the decision making that's happening at the county level. Everything from behavioral health to community programming to the types of funds that are available to our youth. Folks are going to get someone who has started from the ground up, someone who has benefited from some of the programming that is intended to keep kids on the right track and focused. I bring with me my legal education, my education at Sac State. Everything I've learned in Sacramento. I've been here for the past 10 years. I'm bringing creativity, uniqueness, and something that is going to empower community. And I think that our current representation on the county board does not represent the demographic of our city. I don't think that their mentality is in line with what we want to see, which is change, which is meaningful change that we can all see and feel. And that's something that I'm going to advocate for in this position and on the campaign trail.